Hello, welcome back to Life Lessons from a Lawyer. I'm Peter Hastings, lawyer, and done some other things in education. Um, I'm going to look at now at the question of communication. Uh, in a way, uh, the law is all about communication. Very often in court, that where you will have seen it at work, verbal communication, uh, but often there's a lot of communication, verbal communication between lawyers before you get to the court as well. And I think it's useful to um, think about how lawyers go about that because there can be lessons for outside life. Um, one thing lawyers have to do because they're not talking for themselves is to get from their clients a clear idea of what the client actually wants. Now, this is not as easy as you might think. And often, when you first meet a client or even later, they are very keen to tell you the story and what a bad guy the other guy is. But in the end, you do have to, which you have to listen to, and there's a lot of real feeling. But in the end, you have to say, what is it you want? And often you will find when you get to court, making the application, asking the judge to listen to you, the judge will often interrupt and say, "What today are you asking me to do? What is it you want?" So it's very useful to get clear idea from your client what they want. And when you're talking for yourself with those that you have relationships of all sorts with, useful to get an idea before you start speaking. What is it that you actually want? And this may come as a surprise to you, or it may be difficult to pin down. If what you want to do is just communicate your feelings, I am feeling angry. That's okay, but then if as long as you realize that is what you're doing, and it may be that no one can fix that. If you're saying, "I feel scared and I would like you to comfort me," you need to say that, and then the other person can then agree or not. Um, but if you're clear about what you're, um, what you've made the decision of what you want, then it's much easier to look the other person in the eye, which you then can because you're firmly in tune with yourself as to what you want, and ask them for that, and then they can agree or not. But it's hard to agree or not with someone who is not clear or hasn't thought through what the answers are that they want and is only um, voicing emotions. Then voice your emotions first, then what do you want? What are the solutions that you have? Or even, these are my issues. How can you help? Maybe then you have an idea what you want and get some help from the other side. Now, lawyers use a little trick here because they will often, on the one hand, say, "This is what I want, one, two, three," but they might also say, "We can also negotiate because actually, if I get one, I'll be happy. I don't really need two and three. I just put that in because that would be ideal." But wherever you are, before you can start talking, you need to decide what you actually want to say. Thanks very much. See you next time.